Tonight, South Africa is once again confronting the brutal reality of violent cash-in-transit crime after a robbery attempt in Bushbuckridge spiraled into absolute chaos. A suspect was shot dead at the scene. A wounded cash van driver allegedly drove over the attacker twice, and another suspect vanished before police could close in. Watch this shocking video clip first. What began as an alleged robbery attempt quickly turned into a brutal and dramatic confrontation that is now raising deeper questions about crime, security, and survival in South Africa. According to the information available, two suspects targeted a parked cash-in-transit vehicle at a shopping complex in Bushbuckridge earlier today. One of the suspects allegedly managed to force open the door of the cash van and stab the driver during the attack. But this is where the story immediately takes a darker and more serious turn. A security official stationed at the complex reportedly witnessed the assault as it unfolded and intervened almost instantly. Gunfire erupted at the scene, and one of the suspects was fatally shot. But even after being stabbed and seriously injured, the driver of the cash van reportedly remained inside the vehicle. And in a shocking development that has already triggered strong reactions online and across local communities, the driver allegedly maneuvered the cash van over the fallen suspect twice before emergency services arrived. Now, it is important to remain factual and responsible here. Authorities are still investigating the full sequence of events, and many details will likely become clearer once police complete their inquiry. But what is already undeniable is that this incident exposes the extreme level of violence surrounding cash-in-transit robberies in South Africa. And this is where the story becomes more serious than it first appears. Cash-in-transit heists are not ordinary robberies in South Africa. They are among the most dangerous and heavily organized criminal operations in the country. These attacks often involve military-style weapons, coordinated escape plans, and extreme violence. Security personnel and drivers working in this industry operate under enormous pressure because they know that every route, every stop, and every parked vehicle could become a target within seconds. When you place this Bushbuckridge incident into the broader South African context, it reveals something deeply troubling about the state of crime and public safety. Many ordinary South Africans have become so exposed to violent crime that survival instincts now dominate situations that would normally be unthinkable. The reality is that people working in high-risk security environments are constantly operating under fear, stress, and the expectation that they may need to defend themselves at any moment. The deeper issue here is not only the robbery itself, but what this says about public trust in safety and stability. South Africans are living in a country where shopping complexes, transport routes, businesses, and even schools are increasingly becoming spaces associated with danger and uncertainty. Incidents like this leave communities traumatized because they unfold in public spaces where ordinary people are trying to go about daily life. At the same time, this case also raises serious questions about how far violent confrontations escalate once attacks begin, because when situations reach this level of intensity, the line between survival, retaliation, and chaos can become dangerously blurred within seconds. That is why investigations are critical, not only to establish facts, but also to maintain public confidence in how justice and accountability function. Police are currently searching for the second suspect, who reportedly fled the scene on foot before authorities secured the area. Meanwhile, the injured driver remains hospitalized, receiving treatment for stab wounds sustained during the attack. And what makes this story unforgettable is not only the violence captured in those moments, it is what the entire incident reveals about the pressure South Africans are living under every single day. Fear, crime, desperation, and survival are colliding in public spaces with terrifying intensity. Because in today's South Africa, one violent encounter in a shopping complex can instantly become a national conversation about security, trust, and just how dangerous everyday life has become.